Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is Jinto from US Cricket Store bringing you another RS profile for review. Now, none of the RS shipments are ever complete without the inclusion of this profile. Now, the profile that I'm talking about is a gentleman who has adorned this beautiful sport of cricket with utmost gratitude and respect. Not only people from India, where he belongs to, respects him, but also there are people from all over the cricketing fraternity respects him with the same level of respect. Now, I'm talking about a gentleman who is very down to earth and has served the team India for more than 20 years and has 100 international centuries. You might have already guessed it, but still, if not, I'm talking about Mr. Sachin Ramesh Tendulkar. Now, one of the peculiar features or the peculiar profiles that exist in the world today is of Mr. Sachin Ramesh Tendulkar. He is well known for taking those low profile cricket bats or low profile or low middle cricket bats along with so much of grace and everyone loves that spectacular straight drive that we have been seeing from our childhood, and at least from my childhood or during his prime playing years. Even when he retired and played IPL for a while, we still relived that straight drive, and we still can't get enough of that straight drive. I have personally handled Sachin Tendulkar profiles, or let's call it as SRT profiles, from various brands. But one thing I can confirm at this point in time, that one of the brand that nails it to the precision with terms of balance, and obviously performance is subjective, but balance, even though the middle being so low down in the blade, is RS, hands down, no question about it. The reason may be many, but few of the reasons that I'll point out, that first and foremost, as I told in my previous video of Surya Kumar Yadav, that RS is one brand that has the actual bats that the players played with, or the used or the old bats that they have in possession, in which they look and replicate as is. So there is no scope for putting an innovation or putting their interpretation of the profile. No, they have the actual thing, just look and replicate it. But obviously, when Sachin Tendulkar was playing, or his bat that they might have possessed might be having a smaller edge, which obviously will not be relevant in this modern era. So this profile that we are seeing is with a modern twist, right? That has to be taken into consideration. But see, the thick handle, the gentleman used to play with a thick handle. The shoulders being so thick, the balance on this one, whatever the dead weight is, I'm gonna disclose the dead weight after a while, but whatever the dead weight is, it definitely picks better than the dead weight. Obviously, you will not be seeing like when I say 210 and then I'd be saying that, oh, it picks up like a 2.7 or 2.8. That's not true, right? The middle is so low. Physically, like in the real world implementation, physically, logical wise, it's not possible. But the profile is absolutely beautiful, especially for conditions in the United States, because in our entire nation, predominantly the bounce is on the lower side. So you can get purchase of the bat even if it hits the lower part of the bat. And the other thing that RS does very well is having a full profile on the back. Well, I've said a lot of things about the bat. Let's take a closer look at the bat, which is the Sachin Tendulkar profile, and they have named the model as Tribute. Now, they have two grades in this, so we are going to be looking at the high grade, which is the grade 2 Willow, but they have a lower grade as well, which we shall look at a different video. But let's take a look at how the Tribute looks after this. As usual, the bat cover is phenomenal. The quality of the bat cover is consistent across the grades. So no matter what grade you purchase, you will get the exact same bat cover, which is of the topmost quality in my opinion. Again, well padded front and the back, affiliation or exclusivity of the US Cricket Store being explicitly called out on the front of the bat cover and on the back as well, obviously, and have a very nice zip cover. And within the zip cover is, again, as I told, that it would have the bubble wrap of the bat. The bubble wrap would then disclose the bat in a plastic wrap. Again, the protection by RS, oh my god, it's unbelievable. They are so consistent. Again, so guys, SRT profile in front of you, it's simply marvelous and outstanding, I should say. And you guys might have seen in the Instagram post or the Instagram handle of Robinson Sports, they showcase this all the time, and this is no different, guys. Look at the fullness on the back, the thickness of the toe, simply outstanding. Now so let's go to the dimensions really quick, and this is the Tribute I was talking about. It's a Tribute name that they have given. Again, new decals front and in the back. I think this is lovely, and that's just my personal opinion. And the partnership disclosure at the bottom part of the bat. Let's talk about the dimensions of the bat. So the edges are peaking at 39.5 millimeters, and the spine is 62 millimeters. The toe center is 32 millimeters. You heard me right, 32 millimeters. And the shoulders are very thick. It's 18.5 on both sides. It is having a thick handle. I would say it's a very thick handle, thicker handle than the other bats. It has a thick handle and it has the player's grip on the top. And the weight on this one, with those dimensions that I mentioned, is 2.10 dead on the scales. But again, that's with this plastic wrap. The plastic wrap comes off almost an ounce off. As I said, you can hear it again. It's a very thick plastic wrap. So take that into consideration. The balance of this, as I said, 210 is what is listed for, but the balance, guys, it feels lighter than 210. I can certainly vouch for that. I play with a 210 bat, so I can certainly vouch that it is lighter than 210 for sure. There's no doubt about it. But let's take a look at the grains now. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and a 7th grain on this one. It's a clean willow, as you can see, front and on the back of the bat. Lanes going nicely through the toe as well. I don't know if you can take a look at that, but as I said, it's a very full profile, guys. So that was the dimensions. We discussed the weight, we discussed the balance. Now comes the most important aspect, which is the pressing of the bat. I have been a big advocate of the pressing by RS, and I said that in my previous video as well, that they are someone who presses the bat to perfection in terms of the performance. Hardly a little bit of work to be done on the knocking in, playing with old balls, and I am telling you guys, this would become a rocket. And the reason why I choose this bat for review is this. Take a look at the ping response with an old ball. This is a beaten up ball, 35-40 overs, but take a look at this. You would be surprised. Check this. All I'm doing is just placing the bat under the ball, and you can see that's the bottom part of the bat, by the way, bottom, not the middle. Now this is the middle. The middle is outstanding. The bottom is marvelous. That's all you can ask for from any cricket bat, right? And that's on top of the cover. So I shall also give you a ping response with a brand new cricket ball, so that we have all the grounds covered, right? Brand new cherry, right? Take a look at this. And obviously all the commenters out there, you guys might be thinking, yes, any bat would ping with a brand new cricket ball. Your understanding is absolutely right. That's why I'm showing you ping with both the balls, the old and the new, so that you guys can take a decision on how the bat actually is. In my opinion, it pings like a rocket, even though it's not knocked in, it's not oiled. It is just a brand new bat under the wraps, right? The price of this bat would be $449.99. You can find this bat on our website, which is our www.uscricketstore.com, and the model of the bat will be Tribute. We will be having one more model in the same SRT profile, but at a lower grade for the budget holders out there. But one disclaimer I want to make before I go is that let's not have the expectation of having a Sachin Tendulkar bat in a lower weight like 2.7 or 2.6. It's possible. I'm not denying the fact that it's not possible, but you should not get dimensions like this. So please bear that in mind when you're requesting for certain profiles, because it plays a huge role in having the understanding set between you as customers and we as a US Cricket Store. Well, that's all I had for this particular video. I shall be coming back with another profile some other day, but until then, this is Jinto from US Cricket Store, redefining cricket along with RS in the US. Cheers.